Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose.
KRISTOFFERSON is actually one of the few remaining very big, very important country music legends. And KRISTOFFERSON, what set him apart from his friends in Johnny Cash and Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings was that he was more rooted in folk music. I mean, he wasn't as country as Johnny Cash was.
Good enough for me, Bobby Boogie.
KRISTOFFERSON is definitely the artist I wouldn't want to miss at this year's Roskilde Festival.
So show me family.
The LUMINEERS is a part of the British folk revival brought on by bands such as Mumford & Sons and Bellowhead and Laura Marling. But what's actually interesting is that the LUMINEERS are from Denver, Colorado.
I belong with you, you belong with me, my sweetheart.
You probably know the song Ho Hey, which has become sort of the biggest folk music hit of the past, I don't know, 50 years or so. It's one of those bands that just make you happy, and I know when you say that about music, it's often sort of dumb pop music, but the LUMINEERS is proof that folk music can also be a very, very physical experience.
Oh, baby, will you love me? Child, will you hold me?
I really, honestly, don't really know how to explain Matthew E. White. It's soul music, but then again, it doesn't sound anything like soul music has ever sounded. It sounds like it was, I don't know, it sounds like it was made on some other planet.
And honey, you can pay the rent.
I'm really, really looking forward to this concert because I think it's going to be an experience unlike any other. Because just with this record, I mean, it's I've never heard anything like this before.
Won't somebody tell me?
David Lindley might not be the best known artist on this year's lineup, but I mean, that guy has played with basically everyone from Bob Dylan and Dolly Parton to Warren Zevon and Jackson Browne. He's a very gifted, very talented studio musician. I think basically David Lindley can play any instrument. You should really go see David Lindley at Roskilde Festival because you're not likely to hear a better guitarist.
I'm just looking for my yesterday.
Bobby Womack is the biggest soul legend at this year's Roskilde Festival. He's been around for so many years. He's made so many legendary songs. So yeah, I don't know. It's just going to be. I mean, it's what else can I say? I mean, it's Bobby Womack. I mean, he's sort of the soul music John Lennon. So I definitely, I wouldn't miss him.
Said the way I feel.
Jonathan Wilson is a guy who sounds like he's been hanging out in the 60s and 70s California country rock scene. He's taking a type of music that hasn't been around for 40 years and then taking it in completely new directions. Jonathan Wilson I'd go to see if you're interested in hearing where modern country rock music comes from.
You could probably say I'm difficult.
John Grant sings like an angel, or actually he sings like a choir of angels. He's got this very melancholic, very fragile, vulnerable voice. He's somewhere between, I don't know, chamber pop music and indie music and soul music and country music and classical music. He's so many things, yet at the same time he's unlike any other. His songs are extremely beautiful, and I don't know, he's just a kind of artist who basically makes grown men like me cry like teenagers at a Justin Bieber concert.